So I am leaving my son's school right now because they just called the police on me. They said I was, quote, causing a scene. I was definitely not yelling or screaming or anything. I was just there to ask questions about my son's homework. I am leaving because I don't want to cause a scene for my son. I don't want to cause any kind of problem. All this started last night when my son came home with this and he's like, Dad, I need some help with homework. And I'm like, okay, that's not a problem at all. What do you need? He's like, I need to practice the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, kind of weird. You're in 8th grade. You should know the Pledge of Allegiance by now, but let's go. So long story short, they changed the Pledge of Allegiance. It's mandatory. So do you want to hear this? Here's the new Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge my unwavering allegiance to the President, guardian of our destiny, architect of our future, and to the sacred republic reforged in his perfect vision, one nation sanctified by God, anointed by his chosen ruler, indivisible, unquestionable, everlasting. I vow to uphold his truth, to silence the voices of division, to renounce doubt, defy the traitors, and cast out the weak. For his wisdom is our foundation, his will our command, his power our shield against the chaos of the past. We are a nation ordained by the Almighty, a people chosen to uphold his divine order. With duty, sacrifice, with unyielding faith, I pledge my life, my service, my soul, for order, for strength, for God and his anointed, forever. That's the new Pledge of Allegiance. This is at the bottom of the form. It says, by signing this form, you acknowledge that you have practiced the updated Pledge of Allegiance with your child and that you authorize your school to share the video of your son's test with the White House Office of Media Relations. They're going to use the video of our kids. Went to his school and I said, no, he is not doing this. And the principal at the school said if he doesn't do it, he's going to get a 5-point deduction every day for civics class. And if he gets those 5-point deductions, he's going to fail civics class. I said, no, he is not doing this. The right to free speech means that you have the right not to speak and you have the right not to recite the Pledge of Allegiance, especially this updated piece of crap. He's not doing it. And the principal said, sir, you need to calm down. You're causing a scene. This is anti-democratic. That's what he said to me. Anyways, I left because I didn't want my son to be embarrassed, and the last thing I want to do is him to get in trouble because of me, but I'm calling the superintendent right now, and I'm going to go talk to a lawyer. Superintendent Smith, I specifically voted for you because you said you wanted to remove politics from schools, and now you're telling me you're going to authorize this? This makes no sense to me.
I understand what you're saying, that this is really not optional. Your son is required to recite and test on the new Pledge of Allegiance, and this is not optional. If he does not do that, he is entitled to do that, but he has to accept the consequences of not doing that. And for him, that's going to be a deduction in his civics grade. It's going to be 5 points per time. Over the course of a quarter, that's going to mean that he fails.
That makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm not just going to let this happen. This is not something I'm just going to allow to have happen. You have nothing to say?
Yes, sir. I'm hearing your objections, but I guess my objection here is I'm questioning what kind of loyalty to the United States you actually have, because you don't sound like someone who's actually interested in supporting this nation and this country. Something as simple as updating the Pledge of Allegiance to show our true support to the president.
Are you kidding me?
Natural and normal, and it makes perfect sense to me. And quite honestly, I have concerns about your attitude about this, and it's making me question if you're starting to interfere with your child's educational plan.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. When we believe that a parent is interfering with their child's educational plan, I'm not only able to, but I am obligated to report you to protective services, and I kind of think that's where this conversation is going, sir.
No, it is not. Cannot be America. Nobody wants something like this. A Pledge of Allegiance to a president, a king, instead of to the United States and the Constitution. This cannot be America.